I'd like to thank Mike Boydell, Managing Director of our Event Partner Shares, for his kind introduction. And it's a real pleasure to welcome so many of you here today. Why are we doing this event? London Stock Exchange Group is committed to increasing private investor participation in the financial markets. I'd like to argue that one needs to move from the so-called savings culture to an investment culture. And equity as an asset class is fundamental to this point. Why is that? Equity is the source of financing for enterprises. Over £8 billion has been raised on the London Stock Exchange so far in 2015 in 64 IPOs. The UK and Europe are looking for growth. To reach this goal, private enterprises need capital to fund their investments. They have to have a wider range of possibilities, and among which a vibrant, liquid stock exchange, which is internationally recognized. The economy needs your investment. You are a critical part of this topic. But the funny thing is that you also need to invest. In 2010, a report for the UK government illustrated that at the time of writing, there were 10 million people in the UK over 65, with a projected growth of an additional 5.5 million people over 65 in 2030. That's plus 50%, actually more than 50% in 20 years. What do you think is going to happen to your pension? You need to think about your future responsibly, your financial future. You need to know your options. You will need to get in control. The UK economy is recovering and investor sentiment improving. However, still more needs to be done to encourage private investment in securities. Where many have called for the UK to develop a savings culture, as I was saying at the beginning, I feel that would be better phrased as an investment culture. So why the London Stock Exchange? We have the privilege to be at the heart of financial markets. We have a global footprint and activities that cover the whole cycle of investment, from trading to post-trading. Just think about LCH ClearNet, the London Clearing House, one of the biggest clearing houses in the world. FTSE Russell, a major index provider. We are also covering a very wide range of products, spanning from the equity market. London Stock Exchange has the biggest diversity of stocks in Europe, to the exchange-traded funds, to the fixed income market, the bond market as well, with the ORB, which is really targeting the retail investor. We believe it's our job to educate and innovate for the private investor cause. We believe it's our job to encourage investment in equities, providing private investors more flexibility to invest, supporting our government to make the equity environment a better place and a more tax-efficient way to invest as well. And we've achieved quite a lot in the last few years on that front. The public deserves the opportunity to benefit from growth and value creation in the UK's own future, Facebook or Apple. So what's in it today for you, the investor? The stock market show is definitely a very good opportunity to engage with financial service firms present here today. You'll hear from many of London Stock Exchange Group senior executive, CEOs of corporates and enterprises, brokers, and product specialists. It's a good opportunity to get to know the latest on what are their options, as well as the London Stock Exchange Academy, our teaching arm. You'll have the opportunity to meet with leading innovative companies that are listed on our markets. It's a good opportunity for you to kind of talk to the management, understand what are their plans, how do they see the future, therefore giving you some insights. Today is really a full day of informative presentations and discussions in the 4 presentation rooms. along with those taking place at the LSE Theatre and also here. I hope you will all come away with interesting ideas, information, and inspiration. I'd like to thank again all partners, exhibitors, and presenters, Shares Magazine, and the cross-section of PLCs that are here today. And I'd like also to hand over to my friend, Ross Mould, Investment Director at AG Bell, who is running the opening presentation on stock picking. Thank you very much.